Because I read this book, should I follow? The answer is no. Read at least 2 books and make up your own mind. Well, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in this group, on this platform. And we're very happy that you are the mothers, you are sisters, and obviously because of you. It's such a joy to know that this world is not without you. And we really are proud of you, and thank you so much on this day, the 11th of May, 2025. My leader, you wanted to wish the mothers happy Mother's Day, yeah? So you can, my brother, Dr. Marange.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my president. You know, today, some people were teaching me about this whole creation, and they said God chose to house the woman's womb to create humanity. So we should bless the roots of humanity, what God chose, and bless the mothers that are there. They say mothers toil for everywhere to make life work. They make us proud, they make us who we are. So if we listen to mothers, I think we'll go a long way to have a better life going forward. And they say you should never, never, ever disown your mother. There is no foolish mother or whatever, because what they go through is so noble that the moment you respect your mother, the more days you can have on this planet. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Great words right there. Today is just a very open session, ladies and gentlemen. Like I announced, it's a session where we are asking you to just share with us. Time and again, we have these types of sessions where we just want you to be free to talk to us about who you are, what you do. Because we record these sessions, who knows, you would find yourself having a good referral and business, potential out there. Some people that may become your partners or listen to your story about your venture and your endeavors in the entrepreneurship business space. So today is that day where we just want to hear from you. Talk to us about what you do. We are so incredibly blessed here with a wealth of good networks and great people who are on this particular platform, who are doing 1 or 2, 3 things very, very well, and others who have just started their businesses and wants to be successful. One thing I've learned, I will share with you at some point down the road, my journey. But just briefly, one thing I've learned is ukuthi usebenzise network onayo around you and use it properly. Today, actually, I was meant to host our legal people who are in governance. I think we'll host them next week, because I felt like we do need to teach each other and remind each other, educate each other about how to handle networks, how to handle proper governance, because a lot of things come off from that side of the equation where governance is not handled properly. But I'm glad that next week we're going to have that session where we'll have some of my esteemed guests who today are fortunately celebrating Mother's Day, so they couldn't make it, so they wouldn't be with us. So we had to let them go and celebrate. So we aren't just going to deal with specific opportunities in the economic landscape, but we're going to deal with even, softer issues. Softer issues being, how do you set up a company? Softer issues being, how do you market? Softer issues being, how do you really network? Because as the saying goes, your network determines your net worth. Many people collect so many business cards. Some business cards lately are electronic, others are so physical. And people are sitting with lots and lots of business cards. And the person is busy crying that he doesn't have money to start the business, or whatever else to help him advance their business interest, their entrepreneurial venture, etc., etc. And you realize that if you were just to go straight to your depository where you store your business cards, you've got lots of business cards. And those cards aren't just supposed to be sitting there. You're supposed to use them to network yourself, network your business. Get yourself familiar with how and ways of networking. And lately, again, there's lots of proposals or requests, rather, for proposals. Those requests for proposals are out there, coming from the Jobs Fund, like I was mentioning, coming from National Lottery, coming from international organizations like the United Nations, coming from a lot of plethora of other platforms. But the problem is abantu don't pay attention. Neither do they have the patience to sit down and fill up those forms and tick off those boxes for compliance and make sure that you ask and get that audited financial statements and get yourself right in check so that you can get money. I always say, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much money in this country. Believe you me, there's so much money in this country. And money is literally grows on trees. But I was telling some of my friends in another country, and I said to them, stop joining the chorus of critics and people who are going to say, this person that is leading this country, they say he is this and this and this. When you just heard people speak and you just felt like you must just join the chorus, find a way of trying something and then get blocked and then start talking and say, yeah, I have been blocked because so and so is like this. They are not doing right because I tried. But generally, you ask people who would say, this person that you hear that is doing this and this and that, how much evidence do you have? Or do you know about what you are talking about? And then you realize that people are simple jumping on the bandwagon of hearsay. They don't know about it. They just hear, we heard that he does this or she does this. You see? And then we realize that, Ahmed, many people generally, exactly just like this scenario I'm painting, they do that. They do not go and find out for themselves. You hear that some DFIs or some companies or some banks don't fund. Some chorus that says, hey, they don't fund. I know the challenges because I think I've worked in this space long enough and I therefore can speak with a bit of authority. However, when it comes to really going out there and knocking on those doors, very few people do that. Or rather, they don't knock correctly. Knocking correctly is going out there, filling up the forms, following up the procedure, and making sure that you follow all the necessary protocols, and then complain after to say, hey, no, these people are truly not doing any good. So I would like us not to be like that, colleagues, on this platform of Amandla Omnotho. Instead, I would like us to be the ones that go out and try things. And when things are not working, don't give up easily as well. And remove that negative, talk and mentality around you where you have a lot of people talking negative in your ears to a point where you really feel disempowered even to start because there's been a whole lot of people talking and telling you that, hey, things are not good, things are not good. When in actual fact, things are very good. It's raining, there is wind, it's blowing somewhere. But with you, you feel cold, and there's sun out there. With you are just sitting in the house and don't want to go out and say, let me feel the heat. Let me understand whether is it warm out there or not. Then you're going to end up on your own. This is why networking, talking, showing up, we call it showing up. Today, a lot of our members are at the Robert Kiyosaki conference, the National Achievers Convention. Unfortunately, I always have the platinum ticket there because I'm the co-organizer of that session. So, but I had some serious pressing issues for the past 2 days, so I had to attend to them and not be part of that. And the beauty part about that, Tobe, I'm going to allow you now to speak for 5 minutes. The beauty part about that is this thing called showing up. In such conferences, even if you know that I may not know anybody, I may not know much about the context and the content of what's going to be talked about, but it's a conference, a seminar, please show up, because that determines the larger percentage of your success. It's about showing up. Now, because now you are busy having a pity party, you've lost money, things are not going okay, life is just Marange. And then all of a sudden you feel like I'm disempowered, and you disengage. And in so doing, you really start to to really be terribly feeling bad about yourself. And your third eye gets blocked. You no longer see through, because all you see around is negativity, is problems, right? And for some of you and some of the people who have had others accused of twelve or who are tagata, and you start living at that low vibration frequency of people who talk negativity like that, then you miss out in life. Show up whenever you are being asked and called upon, even right now. The beauty part about these virtual sessions is we've got over 10,000 members on our different WhatsApp groups. But can I tell you, many people are just there. They don't show up. But these days, it's so easy to show up. You open, connect, you are even driving or you are cooking, but you are listening because you've just shown up. And if you are not busy during that hour, 5 to 6, show up. Get yourself empowered. Listen, even if it doesn't concern you, that particular topic. If they are talking property or they're talking mining or they're talking manufacturing, the good thing is just listen. Listen, because there's so many things competing with your mind and your ear to get through. And much of those things aren't very edifying. I was talking to my boys here at home today as we're sitting around having lunch. I was saying, we have to be very careful of the social media these days. It can cause you to be addicted. Many people are addicted. I saw it with myself because I'm mostly on the phone working because I use it as a laptop, as a computer. But all of a sudden, I'm on TikTok because someone sent me something on TikTok. I find myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. By the time I wake up, an hour has come and gone. Or 2 hours has come and gone. I had to pinch myself. I said, hey, Guguletu, this is not you. You can't be here. Because you are wasting your time. Because you end up laughing and laughing and laughing. People are posting jokes, posting stuff, etc. Maybe it's good to do it once in a while, but not to be your sort of like day-to-day issue. And many people, I can tell you, and now, confidently so, they spend out, we've got 24 hours. 8 hours you are asleep, unless you are a sleepist, those who sleep too much, and they sleep 12 hours. But 8 hours generally you are asleep. 8 hours you are at work. 8 hours you have to be doing something, progressive and of your own. But quite a lot of people now even before they sleep, they find that they cut down their sleeping time to 6 hours, or if not, they will sleep 8 hours. But the 8 hours that they are awake for themselves, and they're spending 2 hours eating away their time. And if not, that same 8 hours at work, 2 hours, they are on social media. And that is why in China, there is now a media center, which is helping people to cope in the social media space, because this thing is taking a lot of people's time. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's things like those that we really need to talk about, arm each other, assist one another, remind each other as well, and really help one another in coping, because the entrepreneurial life is very stressful, can be very, very stressful. Some people die literally, physically, and they're 6 feet underground. Others, they die here inside. It's a lonely journey because bills, month end has come, bills are not paid, things are tough, and others, they end up committing suicide. And this is a very serious matter for me as I'm talking like this, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's very open, and for less than 5 minutes, I'm thereafter going to open this session for us. Just talk. What do you do? 2 minutes or 1 minute. Tell us, what do you do? This is what I do. I'm so and so. But for now, I want Thobekile Ndlovu, our leader in Amandla Omnotho on the property division, to just take us through where we are at. We don't have to present Tobe, because I know our brother may not be here, but if he's here, we can always do, because we're serious about economic development and we're pushing aggressively. And I'm very happy that as we are moving, we see some successes. We are going to Eswatini this coming week. We are launching our shoemaking factory. It's about almost 15 million rand. We are launching as well a 380 million rand biodiesel plant. Big. And these are things that they start very small, and people don't realize and recognize that we are truly making progress. I want to encourage you that it's all about showing up. Thobekile, just unmute yourself and tell us, where are we? Just a few minutes to see where are we with regards to the Epezulu estate, our own gated estate. You must remember that.
Good afternoon, uncles and everybody in the house. But let me do justice and do this. Sanibonani Dambama. Siyabonga kakhulu nonkosi usuphinde sihlanganise again namhlanje. Definitely things are moving as well with Epezulu development, because we've started doing some of the civil work in preparation for our bulk infrastructure. And then we're going to commence one of the structures very soon, because we're trying to do one of the buildings as a demo house, to build a demo house for people when they come. They must see where we're heading to. And the very same demo house will also be utilized for now as our office on site. So we're going to do a demo house, which is one of the houses that we're selling, so that when you come, you can at least tell which style that we're looking for in our development. Therefore, internally, we're going to build one structure. So we still have available sites. Yes, most of them are taken, but we still have some sites available for those who are still interested. They can communicate with Mr. Nkos. Also, what I like the most, Lapana, is that yes, we have an opportunity to have private beach and all that, but also what I like the most is that we are next to a very powerful development which is done by Uguza called Nonoti Mouth development. Bafara, the tar, the services like water and electricity is already there. So our responsibility is just to channel the services only into our development sites. Kota already, they are just outside our door. So it's going to be a very interesting development. Ngoba into ehluphayo ngendawo zethu i-poor planning yenza ukuthi noma ngabe indawo enhle iluze ivalue. Thina we try to save ke kwethu. So those who are interested in property development, this is an opportunity for you to invest. With Amandla Omnotho, we have a section that we are working together on. Yowenza I'm a flats. We're doing flats. And these flats, they will be sold in an affordable rate when they are completed. So anyone that is interested as well to be one of those flat owners, kindly consult Amandla office. You can contact Ukuku, Mr. Kaba, or you can contact me. We will definitely assist you. Koda, yes, definitely. Our property portfolio is also growing. We have even other strategic plots in other areas which are a bit inland, which are suggested to keep implementing these innovative states in the land of our forefathers, which are properly planned, fully developed, with a fully developed infrastructure plan in place, ukuze at least noma uhleli wazi ukuthi noma uflash into yakho yazi ikuya kuphi, imoto yakho idriver kwitha. And we also decided to add an element of strengthen the security as well, so that abantu bazoba comfortable, so bazofeel safe, ngoba these days i-crime nayo ibheke phezulu, idla phezulu. So the reason why we took the estate approach is that we're fencing the entire development site with a clear view. Then we create some access gates that will be monitored by our security companies. Noma singekho semsebenzini, at least they're patrolling and looking after our properties. Lingayizivela ithuba esinalo, and once saqeda i-allocation yalama plots esinawo sobe sesicedile, and thina sobe sifocusa-ke kwini kule community esobe sesinawo la ngaphakathi, ukuthi senze sure ukuthi inhlalakahle yayo is well planned and properly planned. We also have a private beach. It's just a wonderful opportunity. Therefore, come and be with us and come and develop with us. Siyabonga.
Thank you so much, Thobekile. I just hijacked you. I'm sure you are mothering there in this very important day. I don't know if there's any question before Thobekile leaves, because I just said, come on quickly. And she did. But sites are still available. You're more than welcome to be part of this great development.
We have a number of Omnotho owners already, Cook.
For sure.
Yes,
for sure.
A lot of guys from Omnotho who are already part of us, and they're so excited. We have a close group, by the way, of the current owners where they get a day-to-day update. So you will form part of that group. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, fantastic. We're going to be neighbors there. For some of us who want to retire there, we'll be having a nice sea breeze every day. So, and making some of our properties B&Bs, etc., in our absentia. So great work is in progress there. Thank you so much. If you are, Tobe, you are free to actually dash to wherever you want to go to, not unless you want to stay with us. Let me open up. It's an open session. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else who want to say something? This is your opportunity. Sell yourself. You can raise a hand or open the mic, because we're not too many. Mr. Magongo.
Mr. Kaba, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, it will be good to have your picture as well, your thingy, because we're recording this.
Yes, my profile,
yes, please.
Something like that.
Thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll get that to you. Thank you a lot, Mr. Kaba, and everyone in the platform. Yes, what a privilege and honor to be here. I salute all the work of Amandla Omnotho, and congratulations to you, Mr. Kaba, for meeting His Majesty the King. I saw you shaking hands with His Majesty the King, and indeed he was all smiles. Yes, what a privilege. Mr. Kaba, thank you very much. As you know, I'm Mr. Magongo. I live at Moneni in Manzini. I was born in Mbabane, 1971. I used to own a franchise sneakers group, a store at Mbabane. Yes, so I used to sell a lot of sporting goods. When I was young, I used to play a lot of tennis, so I would even get to countries like Australia, Europe, and America, just playing professional tennis. But yes, you might not have seen me on television, and that's okay. It's very, very hard to just get past first round. I remember playing in Australia, Dingley and Kooyong, as well as Canberra. But yeah, I see the guys I used to play with. I used to play with the #1 tennis player, Mark Philippoussis. He was #1 worldwide. What an honor to meet him and to meet his father and so on and so forth. I see very good players now that are coming up basically in tennis. They say when you play tennis, the ball is now in your court. So indeed, in life, the ball is always in our court. And yes, I've been able to see the world. I know the difference between first world and third world. Fortunately, where the Lord has landed me basically is to try and to develop rural farmers in Eswatini. They've got so much land. As I once mentioned here the other time, there's so much land that they have in Eswatini. About 70% of the land of Eswatini is sitting with rural farmers in their fields. They need to develop them, basically. We've had programs of agriculture in Eswatini where IFAD, International Fund for Agriculture Development, would come and put a lot of money, give it to the government, and it's in the government's hands. I remember in 2023, African Development Bank pumped in 297 million, which equates to something like 5.4 billion. Believe me, we've not seen any changes whatsoever in agriculture. It's still the same old song, and so on and so forth. The truth of the matter, the rural farmer is suffering in Eswatini. We came up with an NAFA, Eswatini National Rural Farmers Association, to sort of try and see how we can help these farmers, get them a tractor, get them farm implements, just like what South Africa would use basically in their fields, what Australia would use in their fields, what America would use in their fields. The other day, I recorded a woman who was actually plowing in a field using her hands, her own bare hands. I sent that video to the Honorable Minister of Agriculture. I'm not like pinpointing at things. Earlier, you were just talking that it's not good to pinpoint and so on and so forth, Mr. Kaba. But yeah, that is so true. Try and see what you can do yourself to make the situation better. Indeed, as an APA, we always meet once a month at a library. It only costs us 100 Malangeni to just hold a meeting. And believe me, that is so very affordable. So we keep back and forth to try and solve issues in agriculture. In short, Mr. Kaba, we would like some opportunities to grow some food. I remember the other time you guys were doing Turmeric, doing some very good trainings here and there. Basically, we would like to be very much involved in these activities, Mr. Kaba. I had some guys who came from Menafa who went to Durban at the conference, agriculture conference. When they came back and reported to me, they told me, Mr. Magongo, that was so mind-blowing. You just get on stage, they give you 5 minutes, you sell yourself. Some people from UAE or whatever, they would say, look, we like that idea. We will pump in 100 million here and now.
Correct.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was so awesome.
Yes.
Let me not take too much time, Mr. Kaba. Yeah, that's just who we are. We'd like to network in agriculture. If you guys at the Amandla of Omnotho can tie us to some people who can uplift up, we'd be very, very grateful. Thanks a lot, Mr. Kaba.
Thank you so much, my brother. I know you're so passionate, and then truly appreciate you and always standing up for Emaswati. Just like John F. Kennedy in his inaugural address once said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. That's his famous saying. And we are very happy that you are doing something for your country. Believe you me, I'm coming there with some of my team members because we are presenting during that conference, Eswatini. We went out there. We've launched Amandla Omnotho there in Eswatini. It's literally been not a year. I met His Majesty. There's somewhere else where I always meet him. But I met His Majesty just a year and a few months ago, and I promised him that coming to help Eswatini entrepreneurs. We got his blessing, and together with the ministers that we're working with now, we are pushing very, very hard. We're Africans. We've got to work together, and I'm happy, my brother. Thanks for your kind words as well. So we're coming, if possible. Let's see you, my brother Zulin, there in Eswatini and talk face to face. Anybody else who wants to present? This is your chance. Don't be shy. CJ. By the way, before CJ comes, I've got my mentee, young person here called DC. She's not going to talk today because I promised her that she's not going to talk. This young woman is going to be a billionaire. Just watch the space. I've had the blessing of raising and helping people who turn everywhere between 100,000 to 3.8 billion rand per annum and anywhere in between. So, DC, I'm going to let you rest today, but next time you are talking. I'm going to give you 2 minutes each so that we can cover time. But by 6, we must be out. CJ, Tanatswa in Zimbabwe, and Ntsako. In that order, please.
Hello, hello, hello. Coming from the United States.
Why are you calling as CJ? I can't even see that. That's my brother Charles.
I'm on my mobile device right now, and so I'm not on my PC, but happy Mother's Day to everyone that's out there. God bless you all. You know, we are always honored to acknowledge our mothers and even mothers to be. You know, and as my brother mentioned earlier, without you, there is no us. And I just wanted to make that statement known. Coming in from the United States, I heard the last speaker regarding the event. And yes, by all means, I found the event to be not only eye-opening, but even overwhelming to so much of my own personal knowledge. And coming in to be able to create that network. But it was more important for me to understand some of the challenges that many of the small businesses are struggling with in the space of agriculture. I will be trying to schedule some time, hopefully, my brother, this upcoming week. I do have, I'm preparing, my family's going to be traveling to Brazil next Sunday. But what I want to do is I have something that I will be introducing to you, and you can move it forward to your connections there. It is something that we, it came up as a result of the discussions that we've had, and as a result of the discussions that took place during the conference. And I think this is going to be a game changer for us in regards to finding and identifying investors, because one of the key elements of the things that I discussed during the conference, one of the things that I discussed during the conference was, it is so much harder. If your focus is on your business, let it be on your business, because investors are interested in your business, which is why they invest. But if you spend a lot of time hunting investors as opposed to making your business visible to them, they will find you, because an investor's main focus is to find ways to grow their money. And you let them do what they're good at while you do what you're good at. Run your business, build your business, structure your business, and communicate that. But do not chase after investors. And one of the things that you'll find, some of the most successful people have found that they have positioned themselves to be able to thrive and build by making their business flourishable. An investor wants to see success. They want to see a great idea. In fact, one of my mentors mentioned to me some time ago. He said, "You know something? I'd rather have a great concept and a great idea than all the money in the world. Because without the right concept on what to do with that money, you're going to be looking for those concepts and ideas." Some of the greatest minds and some of the greatest inventors that are out there were completely broke. until they put their ideas out there. And now we live by those things today. So I say that to say what we're going to be moving forward with is to help you as businesses, regardless where you are in the world, to be able to find ways of getting investors to you as opposed to you having to hunt those investors. That is one of many things that my brother here and I are going to be working toward. I want to make sure that I introduce this information to him before we do anything else going forward. There is also the approach of being able to have self-funding initiatives that are taking, which is another project we will be moving forward with my brother as well, because there are people out there who will invest in your business, but they themselves may not have all of the money. There is something about crowdfunding that made it, famous. It made it phenomenal. But imagine a crowdfunding concept that is part of the cryptocurrency model.
Sure.
And we've already developed the proposal for that. We're getting ready to start the development of that. And remember, and I will say this with the most humility, everyone out there, every one of you who are listening, you have a patentable idea right now, and you may not even know it. But give yourself the chance to step out of your own way and do the things that need to be done in order to thrive. And last moment is the last stage of this is listen to my brother here. Trust me, I still get goosebumps in just listening to some of the things that he says, the directions that he has, and as he stated earlier, your net worth determines your net worth. And I have become a very wealthy man just by knowing this individual, not just in financial, but spiritual and energy and motivation. And now the gateway is just open. The gateway is open. So definitely take heed into the words that individuals like my brother Guguleto has done and what he presents, what he represents, and know that even across the waters, his name carries power.
Thank you.
That's it for me.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank
Thanks,
you all.
Charles. Thank you, Butch. Thank you, Enjoy. Happy Mother's Day over there in America. Pleasure, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm very happy. So we'll definitely be engaged with Charles so that we can take forward all these suggestions, and at the back of the CASNet International Chamber of Commerce MOU that we signed during the BRICS session last month. Thank you, Brett Charles. Let me move over to Tanatswa, Zimbabwe.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Kukuletu, for the work that you are currently doing of empowering the young youth like us. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the work that you are currently doing. So here, Tanatswa Victor Ndoro from Zimbabwe. It's actually my pleasure to be here. So currently, I'm actually a recent graduate from a college of agriculture. I'm doing a diploma in agriculture. That's what I'm doing. But I have a vision of starting my own thing because I do have land, a portion of land that my father owns. So I'm looking forward to start running that farm, that small piece of land, to start farming. So the most challenge that we are currently having probably here in Zimbabwe, it's obviously is capital. A lot of people, they have got ideas like me. I've got a lot of ideas in terms of agricultural businesses, in terms of how to run a business, in terms of the enterprises which are more profitable, looking at Zimbabwe. But the most challenge is capital, lack of capital, and also another challenge that we are currently facing is also the skills, the entrepreneurial skills of running that businesses. Yes, you know how to grow maize, you know how to grow tomatoes, but how to take farming as a formidable business. That's the challenge that we are currently having here in Zimbabwe. So I'm actually looking forward to investors to invest in Zimbabwe. As you all know, the government of Zimbabwe, they're in the system of, they're also looking forward for investors, international investors to invest also in Zimbabwe. This matter of saying Zimbabwe is open for business. Surely it's open for business because in Zimbabwe, there's vast amount of land in terms of agricultural land, in terms of the climatic conditions, is actually on point. so, but they think that a lot of the thing that that is stopping us as Zimbabweans or stopping us as young youth to venture into farming is capital. Capital. That's the most thing that 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 hindering in terms of us getting into the business of agriculture. But I'm actually happy in terms of there are also some of the initiatives that the government of Zimbabwe is also promoting in terms of promoting, but the process, like what we were saying, the process might take long, but we are actually looking forward in terms of having those external investors to also invest in the agricultural system. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanatswa. I'm very proud of you, young men. Always on fire, wanting to get Zimbabwe going. We definitely are going to be coming to Zimbabwe. We missed last year, we had to do our virtual launch, but we still have Zimbabwe on our radar. And then obviously, please keep in touch, my dear brother. Ntsako, and then we go to Sifanele.
Good evening, everyone. I'm hoping that you can see me.
Yes, we can see your energy, EA energy Eastgate.
It's Learnergy, actually. I don't know if it's cropped out.
Okay.
Let me try, because it's always good to see one's face.
Correct.
All right. Are we good?
Good to see you. Yes.
Fantastic. My name is Ntsako Mhlanga. I am a 26-year-old Black woman situated in South Africa. I am a graduate in business school and in media school from the University of Witwatersrand, which is one of the top universities in the country. I recently opened a learning center that is situated at Eastgate Shopping Center, which is the top 10 most visited shopping center in South Africa. The partnership is based on an acquisition type of partnership, meaning I am used for my Black womanness and my youth. So the one message I would like to send to all potential partners and investors, I have a good 10 years of my youth, and in South Africa, they've invested 6 billion rand into young women Black businesses, because there's never been a better time to partner with the likes of us. I'm open to partnership, investment, and really just having friends within the industry. I'm passionate about education. I'm passionate about social development of the youth and of young people. I've been in the game for about 10 years now. So I sacrificed my youth for the sake of the youth. So I'm extremely passionate about this. And more than anything, the Learning Center does encompass services like homework support, learner support, subject support, educational psychology, and also family counseling as well, because we do foster and want to nurture the nature of the families that we hone in our Learning Center. So it's the first of its kind. I'm the youngest to do it in the country and the only Black woman to do it in the country. And I'm very proud about that, because that is the one thing that has been used as a disadvantage for the longest time. When you are a Black woman, you are almost shunned. You're at the bottom of the food chain. And I took myself up there to make sure that people understand that the investment that is going into Black women has never been higher than ever. So if you're looking for someone who is eager, willing, and open to learning, open to mentorship, open to investment, I am here for you. My number is +27 65 978 6112. That is my WhatsApp number. Let's talk, let's engage, and let's partner. Thank you.
Wow, repeat your number again, Ntsako. +27.
Sure, +27 65.
Yes.
978.
Yes.
6112.
Thank you so much. It shows that you are a Vetsi.
Well, actually one of the universities. So I'm currently pursuing my third qualification in BCom law, because I'm interested in writing policies in education in the near future. So I want to be one of the youngest policy makers in the country. So I'm very passionate about that.
That's very good, Ntsako. Thank you so much, Sisi. Congratulations for taking on this very, very important journey of entrepreneurship and honing in to what you really like the most, which is in the area of your business right now. We definitely shall be engaged with you further. And I hope there are people who are takers here, including my friends from other countries. As you can see, we're very diverse. Actually, you're always here. I know you. So thank you so much, Ntsako.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Okay, sis. Thank you. Yes. Sifanele.
Thank you, Gugulethu. I hope everyone can see me. It's dark in here, but I'll just try to be as short as possible. I am actually driving. I just parked outside of the road. So my name is Sifanele, as Mr. Klaba has mentioned. Our main area of focus is in IT. I'm in IT and strategy. So we provide services for companies that are looking for custom software development and website built for them, but mainly in the software development space. We build systems, big systems, big systems around data as well. We also do a lot of data configuration, data manipulation, data enrichment, and assisting businesses to actually make decisions based on the data they receive. So whether could it be static data or real-time data. So if your business is in requiring of services for data manipulation and analytics as well, I am the person to reach out to. We are also in the process of training about with my partners. We have about 15 students that we are training with in partnership with Microsoft, so to get them certified so that they can play in the IT space as well. So if you're also looking for young blood that is qualified with certifications, we also have a pool of students that we have assisted to get into the industry. So that is basically my focus, our focus. And also I am currently building a CRM system for our Royal Chamber of Commerce, Amandla. So I'm currently involved in that project as well, which we will be launching very soon with Mr. Baba. He will announce the launch date for that one. That is me, and I can be contacted on Sifanele at utabagroup.co.za. That is Sifanele at utabagroup.co.za. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sifanele. Truly appreciate, even though you're in the dark, as long as we are safe, and just make sure that you drive carefully, and please put your details on the chat box there. And Ntsako, thank you so much for putting that as well. I'm going to put Thobekile's numbers right there, Thobekile Ndlovu for the development. There's a lot of other projects we're going to be bringing you on this platform going forward. Thank you, my dear brother. Safe travel. Mfomfo Nkhambule in Eswatini. Mhlekazi, I see your mic is on. I'm sure you want to shoot.
Yes, my brother. Are you okay?
I'm super, my brother. Go ahead.
Oh, good. It's just one important question. Sometimes before a product is launched, there's so much research going into it. And I was wondering, because with this new agricultural produce in this country, we have to have it marketed, and we definitely need some contact group or maybe an office that, okay, this is the part of Amandla Omnotho you can get hold of, so that we sort of get a bit of some guidance before the produce is finally launched. Because right now we are busy researching on it with various institutions. So we just seek guidance in as far as which structure of Amandla Omnotho we can utilize. Thank you.
So my brother, I think I guess you are talking about the programs we are running, like Turmeric and others, right?
Yes, but for instance, we are studying this what is called as a jack bean.
Okay. Yeah, look, that's the reason why we have established Amandla Omnotho team and committee in Eswatini. So that we make it very easy, so that structure, without creating unnecessary bureaucracy, because you've got direct access as well to any other member of Amandla Omnotho all across. But for Eswatini in particular, we would want to throw that into the basket so that we can deal with any of the potential sort of like crops like this one and see how far we take it. So let's engage further. I'm saying, I'm going to be there next few days, so Prob can talk. But the team in Eswatini must definitely look into this. I hope there's one of them in here. If they are not, I will engage them outside this platform.
Looking forward to
right,
seeing.
Chairman. Okay, you're right, Chairman. You can already engage with our Chairman, Godfrey. Is our Chairman there in Eswatini, especially for the turmeric and how far we are now with the turmeric program.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Marange. Truly appreciate that. We'll engage even outside of this so that we really at least can take it over the line. Thank you so much, Mfomfo. And thank you. Any other question, pitch, something you want to say? We still have 5 minutes. Actually, whilst you are thinking, in Devon, as you had our brother Charles, they flew all the way to give us support from the States. And as you hear, we're going to be doing quite a lot with them, where some of you did study through our engagement with UNDP, HBCUs, Historical Black Colleges and Universities. So these are things that we want to bring here so that you are aware of other opportunities. So we want to make the process as easy as possible. Our Dubai partner's brother is sick, unfortunately. He couldn't make it to our conference in Durban, but I'm definitely going to go up there. Like I said, for those that want to go with, let's go here in Eswatini. Let's then go to Dubai. Don't hold back. But before we go, we have to look at whatever proposal you have so that we make your going there worthwhile. Brian, Sbanda. Oh, I saw your mic on, Brian.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so impressed with what's going on there in Eswatini. My name is Brian. I'm from Zimbabwe. I'm a farmer in Zimbabwe. We are also embarking on such projects. You seem to be very serious with this. I'm very much impressed. But we're also in the same mode here in Zimbabwe. We are taking it very serious, this thing. I think if we take it as serious as what the Dr. Maranga is saying, we'll go places, gentlemen. I've learned quite a lot in this meeting, during this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Manda. Truly appreciate your words. And Zimbabwe is very serious. And we love Zimbabwe. We know that your country is very beautiful, has got huge potential. Thank you so much, my brother. Just tag along, and I'm sure you're a part of the WhatsApp groups of Zimbabwe. Amandla Omnotho. Dr. Marang didn't want to call Amandla Omnotho in Shona because, hey, the other.
Hey, Amandla Omnotho. The power of the economy.
Power of the economy. How do you call it in Shona, my brother?
Simba Reupumi. Simba Reupumi.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Simba Reupumi in Shona.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Okay, my brother.
Okay, my brother. As you can see here, it's actually Masimba Mufumi. Thanks, my brother. See, you've just written it there. Dr. Marange was just trying to be very diplomatic. Yeah, anyway, thank you. As you can see, we've got Zimbabwe, US, Eswatini. We've got people spread all across on this platform. And the next time around, I want us to hit 500 people with each time we meet here. I want to give this young man a chance. Sbonelo, are you in, Ngcobo? Sbonelo, Ngcobo. Okay. Anybody else want to say something? Because we're about to close. Anyone want to say something? Yeah, anyone want to say, before I make announcements, Magadla. I'm very happy with my team. The team, the Turmeric team, they are really moving. Over to you, Magadla.
Okay. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Hey, we can't hear you, my brother. Your network is losing you.
CEO.
Your network is losing you, Magadla.
I'm Turmeric farmers. Don't despair. This is our time. We're gonna make it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let me. I would rather write.
Thank you so much, Mr. Magadla. Your network is.
Can you hear me?
Write it down, my brother. Thank you. Your network is a bit bad. Yeah, it's a bit bad. We're about to close in the next 3-5 minutes. Write it down, Magadla. Magadla is a leader on turmeric in South Africa. I've tasked him together with others. We're going to start the. Actually, we have registered already. We have reserved the name of Turmeric, Ginger, and Garlic Association. Because when I have a focused approach here and take over this industry, right? Someone is joining us from Dubai, the young man who's doing diamonds. I don't know, he's saying it says waiting. I've allowed these things, it joins you automatically. I've allowed this thing to join people automatically without having to. Brian Sbanda, you have your mic on. You wanted to say something, my brother?
Yes. I just want to say we need to pray for Dr. Marange to have more life. You know, what he has brought to us into our system, into our agricultural business, he is taking us far. If we take him seriously, and I see he is one man who is serious with his business. So I just want to say we need to pray for that Dr. Marange, so that God will bless him with more life, so that we, the young farmers, will be established during his time, so that at least one of the days later we will then say, Dr. Marange took us this far. We need to pray for that man, for God to give him more life for our establishment of our businesses in our agro business. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sbanda. I've always exhorted this man. I've worked with him for 15 years now, up and down in Germany, and he's been up and down in the entire African continent, particularly in Zimbabwe and South Africa, and preaching one message and one message only: our economic upliftment of Black people. And he's going for 70 now, but he doesn't look anywhere his age. Already God is shining his face on his life so that he really may live long. We still want you here and long, Dr. Marange. Your work is amazing, and I'm glad that Mr. Sbanda is echoing what many of us are saying about you. Don't grow weary, my brother. There are many things that wears people off whilst they are trying to do good, especially for others, because other people, it is not easy to really hang on for that long, trying to uplift others. They are selfishly looking after their own interests, but you have always been about everybody else, save yourself. Thank you so much. We are about to close.
Thank you.
We're about to close, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to bring you one of my young men from Dubai who is into diamond space. Is amazing. Actually, he's looking for diamond. Dr. Marange, we must talk after this. Zimbabwe is full of diamonds, and so is South Africa. He cuts and polishes diamonds. His name is Sbonelo Ngcobo. He's a gemologist. We need to discuss and see how do we work with such young people who are breaking barriers and really are already in the Emirates, the country where money is. That country rates number one, I think, in terms of entrepreneurship, the Emirates. And you must understand that working with such countries is no small thing at all. So I want to say something as we close. John Mofokeng, 1 minute less, please. Otherwise, we're closing.
Siyabonga baba. Niyaphila.
Siyabonga baba. Can you quickly just khuluma mfowethu just do this cut. Yes, let's announce. Yeah.
Yeah, just quick one, brother. I just want to find out if we can get a market for a Rosehip. Yeah, send it to my brother. That's all. Thank you.
You want to know about the market of Rosehip, Lesotho? Yes, Dr. Marange deals with that every time. So, Rosehip market, do you have Rosehip with you?
It's in Lesotho.
Okay, Dr. Marange, just a quick one and that.
Yes, we are busy. We are busy doing the certification for Rosehip in Lesotho. So get in touch with Ndatele Pekula, and we are also talking to the ambassador, our ambassador in Germany, Lesotho ambassador in Germany. She's busy talking to one of our closest clients concerning Rosehip in Lesotho. That is Martin Bauer. So don't worry. Things will be in process soon. I'll be talking to her tomorrow. The delay has been because of the Pope's death. Remember, Lesotho is 98% Catholic. So that was the delay. So, but tomorrow we should know more.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, my brother. Okay, colleagues, I see quite a lot of messages. Thobekile, how much is the site? I've given the number of Thobekile. It's 061 495 3373. It's there on the chat box, 061 495 3373. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks, Sure. And please shed some light. I think we've answered that. And Ntsako, thank you, Sisi. I wasn't aware that you are Nomawethu's daughter. Keep it up. Then you have email. Thank you so much, Mr. Goqo, for your email and number. And then Eswatini, thank you, Mr. Magongo. Very, very interesting. All of that information, I'm sure it is right there recorded. And then, hi everyone. Kweyana, Sinenhlanhla Kweyana, founder of nkazimulologistics Cold Chain Services, a Black woman-owned, youth-led, refrigerated logistics company based in KZN. We work mainly with small and medium-sized businesses, especially farmers and food producers, to help them transport their perishable goods in a safe and temperature-controlled way. Many SMEs aren't fully aware of cold chain logistics, and as a result, their products often lose quality and value by the time they reach customers. What sets us apart from bigger logistics companies is that we understand the real challenges SMEs face, things like limited budget, inconsistent volumes, and tight delivery windows. That's why our services are designed to be accessible, flexible, and supportive. If you're an investor, a partner, or just someone looking to support meaningful local business growth, I'd love to connect with you. Wow, that is beautiful. Very, very beautiful, Kweyana. I'd love to connect with you as well. Kweyana, this is very important. You see, when it comes to such small businesses, I personally have invested in quite a few with an intention of growing them and assisting them. But one thing that they don't seem to understand is when you come on board and become an investor, you're coming there because you see a potential and the opportunity to grow them and make money with them. So we need to set up a session to look at this, Kweyana, that you are talking about, broadly speaking, in terms of how do you work and attract people like ourselves and anybody who's on this platform who wants to invest in your business. Because some of these businesses, they need 50,000, 100,000, some 200,000, which sometimes is not even the money. I'm not saying yours needs that amount. I'm just making an example, which is not even money to go and apply for from your DFIs, etc. But you can apply after 6 months once you've kick-started this business and boosted it. Thank you. Let's be in touch. I want to talk to you about this. Power empowerment to Black farmers. Thank you so much, Inyasha. Appreciate the resilience and leadership in you guys is amazing. Thank you. Apologies, Network Magadla. Thank you, my brother. I've spoken about you as well. Thank you so much, Yasha. Again, your compliments are truly noted. Zwil, Shabbat, thank you so much. Dr. Marange addressed the market to comments for Mvongochi. I think he did address that market mamulate. So, but you can always talk to Dr. Marange on the side further on these issues. We've got his contact details. I want to announce quickly what's going to be happening. Remember, I spoke about the Jobs Fund. We attended a session on Thursday. I think I now have what you call the Zoom recordings of that. I'm going to share this widely. Go look at that, listen attentively. You will probably pick up something. This is not just 1 billion, it's a couple of billions in terms of this Jobs Fund. It's a lot of money. And then I've seen a lot of people getting 100 million, 200 million, 50 million, 500 million from this amount. It's billions that government has. But you're going to miss out if you don't pay attention to these things. So we're going to share this with you on all the WhatsApp groups. I'm forwarding it now. So please share with others, or I'm going to put it on my WhatsApp status as well. And I'll try and see if my son can help to put it onto Amandla Omnotho YouTube page so that you can go view it there. But right now, as we end, I'm going to share it. Thank you so much. It's been lovely having you here. And may God bless you. Keep growing in your businesses. And go see.